Hello, once again, Wayne Morrison here with the Wisdom Years, and I have a couple of questions for you. Who am I, and what am I doing here? For that matter, who are you, and what are you doing here? When I was young, I was sort of obsessed with those questions. And as I got older, they never went away, and at the age of 17, I had a near-death experience that I may post in the Wisdom Years at some point. I know I've made links here before for it. And I ended up getting married, going in the Air Force, living what people would call a normal life with a family, 2 children, a wife, and grandkids, and now a great-grandchild. And I found out that my questions really had never been answered by the time I hit my 30s. And somewhere in my 30s, I had a very lucid dream, and I didn't remember dreams very well, if at all. But this one I remember. I was swimming many, many stories through a crystal tower in a large city like New York, when it was a place. And I was swimming by myself to the top of this crystal tower. And I could see a light at the top of the tower. And I just kept thinking to myself, I need to reach the light. I get to the top of the pool and finally burst out of the water, and there are people sitting around me, but I realize the tower is encased. It's all crystal, and I can't get out to get to the light. So I say to everybody there, how do I reach that? And they all point down, and they say, to get there, you must first swim down. So, in order to reach the top, I had to swim to the bottom. I didn't hesitate. I turned around and swam straight down and kept going. At that point, I woke up, presumably somewhere in the area of where I need to start searching. I think that the lesson there was the treasures I was seeking weren't out there. What's out there but space, time, maybe more planets and people, true. But no answers. There was no magic answer out there. It was already inside of me. So that is where I had to begin to look. And it's where I've continued to look throughout the years. And it's brought me a lot of balance and peace over the years, very slowly, because it turns out I have to keep diving down again and again and again in order to reach these pieces of treasure. And each time I pull one up, I understand the value of them. I can't put a value on them because they are pearls of wisdom, and it's pearls of knowledge, and it's fortune that the world will never give us. Money, yeah, sure, we all like money. We all need to have cars and houses, all of that. But the true reason for why we are here, do you remember in the 90s, there was a saying, whoever dies with the most toys wins? No, I don't think so. So this treasure has been deemed by at least one person to be inside of us. When asked where this kingdom was, Jesus replied, the kingdom of God is within you. Well, that's where the treasure is. It lies in the kingdom of God, and God is within us. So I would say, if anybody really wants to know the answer to this question, look inside. You don't need a love-in. You don't need to spend a year on a mountaintop. You can. It won't hurt you. But the true answer will be there inside of you, even if you never leave your house. Okay, thank you. Nice talking to you. Please consider subscribing and say bye to Papa.